The thing on strength is I look back on it, people give you feedback, you have to be willing to receive it and accept it. And part of it, the problem I had was that I never wanted to accept that I had any strengths. I was always like trying to figure out how do I fit in versus like, hey, I'm really good at this. I look back at my career and it evolved into always getting sent in, not always, but either I was attracted to or got sent into environments that, hey, reimagine this thing. I was never the subject matter expert. And I kept doing like, why do I keep getting sent to those? What is it about me? And then you have all those, the predictive index or all those different behavioral things you can take and you start reading it. So part of it for you in your age is when people are giving you feedback of stuff, you just start, does that feel right to me? Is that something that does work for me? I was always resisting it because I think if you've got some trauma that happened to you or some self-doubt from someone telling you you're worthless or whatever, it's hard to accept that feedback. I think is what I find as I reflect on this conversation, just sitting here, it was always like, no, it's not really a strength of mine. You didn't listen to it. And I think as I got older, I started saying, this is where your real wheelhouse is. And so I could go into companies and say, I need to get a really good HR person, a really good finance person, a really good lawyer. And they go, oh no, we got those areas covered. Just go drive the business. And I said, no, I will feel safer when I have 3 positions over here covered, because those are the biggest risk I could run, legally, human, issues, or financially. And I don't have the core competencies. I can make the tough decisions, but I need to have someone really competent. The other stuff, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And being able to say that out loud and be comfortable with it, and not feeling going to get fired or rejected, took a while. But I think as when people give you feedback instead of fighting it, which is what I did, I said, I should appreciate that. That tells me something. That's a gift. Or you get an email. I always say third-party unsolicited feedback is the best. When someone sends you a note and said, hey, I really appreciate this, that, and the other thing, hold on to it. Keep it. And you'll start seeing patterns, I think, and you'll be like, this is probably where I'm really, really good at it. And then where does that lead me if I'm really good at that? And let the other stuff you're not as good at. I'm not handy. I'm handy with a phone.